Good afternoon, Shark fans. Thank you for tuning in to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. My name is Josh Leatherman, getting set to bring you a full day of Shark athletics action. We'll get things started with your Nova Southeastern University Sharks women's basketball team. Coming in 3-1, heading into their first SSC matchup of the season with the number 14 ranked Spartans from Tampa. Spartans come in 4-2. Both teams starting the season hot. The Sharks riding a 2-game winning streak with back-to-back 70-point performances against Minot State University and St. Augustine's. They have been led by Hayley Conley, the senior guard, averaging 17 points per game this season. So far, her season high in scoring is 20 points. That was back on the 7th. We have our first bucket. Sharks are on the board first, thanks to Grace Gilmore. One swatted away, and now taking a tumble. Kiana Williams with a nice defensive effort. Getting a foul as well. Leah Abney with the first foul of this one. Here's Conley holding at the top of the key, looking force it out. We have a foul off the ball. Marchesweski with the second foul. It's to Grant. Grant goes to the rim. Off on the finish, took some contact on that one as well. Looking for a lot of scoring in this one from the Sharks. You got 4 players coming in, averaging 10 or more points per game. A jump ball, and possession stays with Tampa. Danielle Delano checks in. Leah Abney to the bench. Spartans coming off another win that has added, now it's a 3-game winning streak for Tampa. Taking down West Alabama, Union College, and Southern Wesleyan. Number 19 ranked Union College. So the preseason favorites for the SSC starting hot. And they're 1-1 against nationally ranked opponents this year. 3 down the chute for Hayley Conley. First of the game for Conley, and expect to see a lot more. Forcing the turnover and sending it right back up. Conley again. Back-to-back buckets for the senior. We have our first timeout from Tampa. ready to pick things up again. Back-to-back scores for Hayley Conley. One from beyond the arc. She's been a very high-volume three-point shooter this season. Has not been afraid to let it fly from beyond. She's had at least 8 three-point attempts in every game so far this season. Her high mark was 10. That was back against Simon Fraser. So we'll see how aggressive she wants to be on the offensive end. Taken through the paint, back out. 3 for Bonilla, off target. Another empty possession for the Spartans. Here's a 3. Taken by Grace Gilmore. That's way too strong. Off the back of the iron. And back the other way. Tough screen at the top from Nag. First score goes down for the Spartans. Great pass from Conley again. Yara Grant on the board. Great cut to the rim. Very nice low bounce pass. There's a 2. Rattles off the side. Out of play. That's touched by Nag, so send it back with the Sharks. A quick passes around the side. Again, Conley takes this one off the dribble, straight to the baseline. Puts it through again. Press defense by the Sharks. Been working for the most part this season. They've been forcing a lot of turnovers. Coming into play, they've forced 90 turnovers in their 4 matchups this year. And the rim falling away, and a last effort right-handed shove. Grace Gilmore. Now Conley again has the mismatch. Little Euro step and right around Bonilla for 2. Hayley Conley getting started early. She's up to 9 already. No one on this Sharks team is going to be in any hurry to take the ball out of her hand at the moment. Three from the top, high off the rim. This for Grace Gilmore, and now we've got an offensive foul. Dorinage. Second foul for Naj. We've got a big platoon switch. Saray McGill, India Shepard, McKenna Drabick, and Madeleine Hardy. Hardy puts it up with a friendly roll as well. Falls again for NSU and a travel, so really impressive start for NSU, putting a lot of pressure on this number 14 ranked crew. Another timeout called by the Spartans. We'll take another break from our action on the court. They say that the Courtyard Marriott in Plantation is the preferred hotel of NSU Athletics and is located just 3 miles from campus. Visit PlantationCourtyard.com and enter promo code NVU for a special athletics department rate. Make sure to tell them that you're a Shark fan to receive Shark discounts and a free shuttle service to NSU. Come back, ready to resume action. Score sits at 15-6. Sharks out in front with possession here. Pass comes to Conley. Working through the screen, taking this up again. For the first time this afternoon, that one won't go. The other way, a nice contest by McGill. Tough start shooting the ball for the Spartans. They're 3 of 9. Also turned the ball over 4 times. Good block from Elijah Sullivan. Coming across on the help defense and sends this one back. Taking this one to the rim. Nice back step, good moves from Naj. Is around again on the pump fake. Tough miss from Hardy. Had the space, just couldn't convert. Starting to see the Sharks missing on some opportunities. Here's Naj from 3, and not enough on that one. Grace Gilmore and McKenna Peters back out for NSU. Aaron Antish checks in. 6'3" junior center. Defense in the middle for the Spartans has been very nice. Off on the 3 by Dravic, but the offensive rebound keeps the possession alive. A foul on Antosh. Sharks now in the bonus. 3 taken and down for McKenna Peters. Second 3 of this opening quarter. Sharks now 2 for 5 from the arc. Bonilla puts one up. Another tough go on the offensive end for this Tampa team. They've had some solid opportunities, but just haven't been able to convert much of anything. And another foul. Danielle Delano with the high elbow. Another big group switch. Williams, Conley, and Grant back out. Then Grace Gilmore to the line. She's off on her first. second falls, though. Sharks continue to put the pressure on the full court press. Got to be able to get back completely in transition. Another tough shot. Conley pulls down the rebound. Looked like the Spartans might have had a good opportunity to put that one through. Conley holds at the top. Looking for a little bit of help. Somebody trying to get open. Shot clock winding down. 5 left. Turnaround jumper from the free throw line.
Shot clock violation.
The Sharks run out of time. Maya Gusto checks in. Final minute in this first quarter. It's been all Sharks. We have another foul. That one will go on McKenna Peters. The Sharks have really put a lot of pressure trying to frustrate the bigs from Tampa. The 3 from the corner comes off the hand of Audrey Ramsey. That is the first 3-point shot of the afternoon. Ten-second difference just about between the shot clock and game clock. The Sharks can't hold here. Good defense on the outside. Conley takes it up through 2. Won't go. Tampa gets a final chance. Pass slung into the middle. Antush puts it down. Nice pass from Gusto. Long 3 from Grace Gilmore won't go, and the Spartans do a nice job of closing the gap at the end of quarter number 1. The Sharks are up by 6. It's 19-13 as we take the break. Dragon Pho is a proud sponsor of the NSU Sharks, serving fresh and healthy pho noodles, hundreds of boba tea selections, fresh wings, and barbecue. Dragon Pho delivers, is open until midnight, and provides a 15% discount to all NSU students with a valid ID for dine-in. Visit Dragon Pho on University and Nova Drive. For the soul, on the go. Back now, Sharks trying to get it going again. Had a nice start. Couldn't really close out the first quarter as well as they may have wanted to. And McKenna Peters puts one through. Her second make, both from 3. Vantosh again with 2. To do that. First make for the Sharks this one. We got more physical play off the ball. Pass tip stays with the Sharks. Another great finish for McKenna Peters. Usually you see players work inside then out when they're trying to get rolling offensively. Peters is knocking down threes and then getting to the paint. Vantosh puts another one through. It's her 3rd. And an offensive foul.
Offensive foul charge for the Sharks number 2, Kiana Williams. That was her first personal team's first.
Williams takes her first foul. India Shepard back in, as well as Dori Naj. Naj takes it down low and right over the top of Shepard. That's just a big size mismatch. You got the 6'2" forward against the 5'4" guard. Gotta think size is going to win that matchup, and really just the height of this Spartan team has been giving a bit of issue lately for the Sharks. You can tell that this Spartans team wants to operate in the half court, put their backs to the basket and work down low. That is not a play style that is going to benefit the Sharks. This team needs to get out in the open floor. Another tough shot attempt by Peters. That one won't fall. Again, going inside. Taking it up. And the offensive rebound, but now it won't go back. Foul as Conley was taking a trip to the basket. Hayley Conley heads to the line. She's already got 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Made her 1 3. She's also got 2 rebounds and 2 assists.
Hayley Conley at the line. 2 shots.
Leading Shark scorer through the first 4. Conley makes 1. The Spartans work this one back inside. Taking it to the baseline, put up, and Naj converts. It's her 4th make. 3 taken down the other way in transition. Too short for Kiara Grant. Also want to point out that since Maya Gusto has been brought in, this Spartan offense has really been clicking.
Shark foul charge number 3, Hayley Conley. That is her first personal team set.
Sophomore checked in, and things have been rolling a lot better. She hasn't scored, but she has 3 assists. Travel on Sullivan. Sharks work this one back around, and it conveniently finds its way back into the hands of Hayley Conley. She's fouled again.
Spartan foul shot number 2, Olivia Abney. That is her second personal, team second.
Abney with the foul. Delano also checks back in. Spartans making another substitution. Shepard handling. Tries to work through Giosto. So forces the turnover. Nice hand action again from the sophomore. She's been tough to get through.
Sharks number 2, Gianna Williams. And number 0, Serena McKinnon. And number 12, Madeleine Hardy.
Sharks have a bit of a cold spell. They haven't scored over the last 3 minutes or so. Outside of the lone free throw. Working through the double team. Now the pass is and then back around. Now it's the Spartans turning up the heat on the defensive end. The 3 offline again. Offensive rebound thanks to Hardy. Reset the shot clock. Sharks keep working. Going to work through these double teams, and passing lanes are just not available.
Into the game for your Sharks, number 1, Shania Anderson.
Shania Anderson checks in for NSU, the freshman. Smaller backcourt now out for the Spartans with Bonilla and Gusto. Naj again with the spin move. Her pass is deflected. It's 2-on-2 on the fast break, and the Sharks lose it momentarily. Now back to even. Again, Naj, just her height and the presence that she carries in the paint, enough to disrupt Peters. To the corner again. Gusto to the rim, and she's up and good for her first make. Peters holding, looking for one of her teammates to get open. An offensive foul on Anderson.
Offensive foul charged to the Sharks, number 1, Shania Anderson. That is her first personal foul, team's third. Timeout on the floor.
We have a media timeout. Our score sits at 25-23.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Action resumes. It's a one-score game. Sharks have had a tough go in this second quarter on the offensive end. They're 0 for their last 6 shooting the ball. It's been almost 4 minutes since their last field goal make. Taken away. Good effort in the corner by Kiara Grant. Spartans have really taken over here in the second quarter, slowing the game down, playing at their own pace. Sharks looking to speed things up. Gilmore off. The scoring struggles continue for NSU. Both teams on the defensive end in this one have been spectacular. It's another turnover. This time forced by Conley. Kiana Williams loses one as well. Gusto holds. Now to Naj. Offensive rebound now after the Naj miss. Resetting things, getting it back to Gusto. Off the side of the foot, Bonilla saves it, and then they lose it anyway. Grant looking for some numbers. Gilmore again. Goes right after Caleb Bonilla. Both of these teams have really been looking for the size mismatch, trying to work their way back into this one. Sharks now 0 of their last 8 on their shot attempts. Gusto puts it through, and we're all evened up. Less than 90 seconds to play now in the half. And McKenna Peters puts one through from distance to end the long scoring drought. The shooting numbers don't look overly spectacular for the Sharks in this second quarter. Still find themselves out in front. A nice effort through the first 20 minutes of action. We're in the final minute now. Just over 40 seconds left to play. Again, Peters handling. She shot the ball very well. She's 4 of 6, 3 of 3 from the arc. The Sharks have 4 makes from three-point land, and Peters has 3 of them. Shot clock is turned off. Spartans willing to take this very slow. 10 seconds left, and Naj holds. Working her way down low, she spins to the right. Rattles this one through, and the Spartans have their first lead of the afternoon as we head into halftime. Before we head into halftime, we'd like to thank Blaze Pizza as a proud sponsor of NSU Athletics, serving freshly prepared custom pizzas with over 40 toppings on made-from-scratch dough for one low price. Sign up for the Blaze app and rewards program to earn free pizzas, desserts, and drinks. Shark cards are accepted. Visit Blaze Pizza on University just south of 595. So we'll take the halftime break and be back in about 14 minutes. Stick with us. We have a full slate of Shark action this afternoon. just about set to come back after halftime. Looking for a second half turnaround for the Sharks, who ended the second quarter, one of their last 10 from the field. Big time defensive turnaround from the Spartans. Also some bad shot selection coupled in with that, and it's a bad offensive scoring quarter. Defense has played pretty much consistent all afternoon. Naj takes this down low, and there's the opening bucket of the third quarter. On that one as well, that Sharks losing an 11-point lead. Pretty much dominated the first quarter, just holding possession, the scoring, and the defensive end of things. McKenna Peters puts one through. Evening things up again at 31. Naj way off on a very open attempt. Peters now 5 of 7 from the field. She's 4 for 4 from the arc. She got 14 points. She is the scoring leader in this one.
Starting out, Josh number 2, Aaliyah Acme. That is her
Aaron Antish
team's first.
checks back in. Antosh found some success scoring-wise as well. The size has been a big issue for the Sharks to combat. Alexis Bryant, the 6'4" forward, checks in for the first time. Puts one through, or evened up again. NSU is going to try to beat Tampa at their own game and bring some size out on the floor. Donna Williams sends one to her left to Gilmore. A running screen, and again, McKenna Peters. 3-point marksman with her 5th make on 5 attempts from beyond the arc. Offensive foul. Peters draws the charge.
Offensive foul charge to the Spartans, number 0, Bonilla. That is her first.
Bonilla with her first. Gusto checks back in. Maya Gusto was a big part of the turnaround for this Spartans team. She came in and really took charge of the offense. Sophomore handling the duties of the floor general for this Tampa team. Peters gets this one stripped away. 3-on-2 for the Spartans. Naj takes it slow. Bryant with the foul.
Alexis Bryant. That is her first personal, team's first.
Three from the Spartans, evens things up again at 36. Another foul on Bryant. It's her second already.
Shark foul charge number 13.
She's going to have to take a trip back to the bench
Her second personal
with
team
2
second.
quick fouls. Our last three-pointer for Delano. Her first make from the arc.
Offensive foul charge to the Spartans, number 1, Maya Gusto.
It's a foul
That is her second personal team
called on
second.
Gusto. Coach Tom Jesse not liking the call. Another bucket for McKenna Peters. She's up to 19 points now. She's 7 of 9 from the field. I mean, one heck of an afternoon. Defense rotates too far, and Antush has a free run to the rim. Much more back and forth quarter here for both of these teams. Missed from the corner from Grant. This one sent right into the middle. Antush with a shove.
Here in the game, here, Sharks number 10, India Shepard.
India Shepard back out, and McKenna Drabick checking in. Peters gets a much deserved rest. Another
offensive foul charge to the Spartans, number 24.
Another offensive foul called on Tampa, and a
Personal foul.
technical foul will be called on the Spartan bench.
A technical foul has been assessed to the head coach of the Spartans, Tom Jesse.
Coach Tom Jesse has been fairly adamant about not appreciating a lot of the calls so far, so score sits 39-38. Sharks back out in front. They've spent the majority of this one ahead. And out to the corner. Shepard looking for something, couldn't find it, so the Sharks will continue to cycle this one around. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Put up by Gilmore. Shark lead grows to 3. They've been playing very, very clean. Just 4 turnovers on the game as opposed to the 13 for the Spartans. Another player hits the hardwood. Delano takes the tumble. And have a timeout called by the Spartans. Shark fans, be sure to keep up with all Shark Athletics on social media. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram at NSU Sharks and on Facebook at Nova Southeastern University Athletics. Pick things up. 4:10 left to play in this third quarter. NSU with a 5-point lead over Tampa. Naj getting double teamed in the paint now. This one rattles in and out. Sullivan with the miss. Sent into the paint, but a high pass. We'll get another timeout. Tampa takes this right out of the break. Trying to get something rolling again. The Sharks defense has been tough to score on all afternoon. Another steal. Send it back the other way. The Sharks do not have numbers, and Drobic loses it again. Foul, and the shot is good. Leah Abney to the line for the three-point play. Abney trying to make it a one-score game. She converts from the line. Her first make from the stripe and sends it back. 43-41. Peters gets fouled.
Foul charge number 2, Leah Abney. It is her fourth personal, team's fifth.
Audrey Ramsey checks in. Sharks now in the bonus. Peters makes one from the line. Just over 3 minutes to play in the third. Sharks have retaken this lead, and now they're trying to build on it. Elijah Sullivan with the tough finish. Sharks have really slowed their tempo down since the first quarter. By far their most effective quarter was when they were getting out and running in transition, forcing a lot of turnovers. Tampa has dictated the pace, but it hasn't really mattered. The Sharks have still kept out in front on the scoreboard. Sullivan again. Aaliyah Sullivan. Another nice turnaround jumper for two. Spartans back out in front. And the current pace of this one has definitely benefited the Spartans. They like to get down low, put up tough twos. Letting their size and strength give them the benefit in this one. Naj works from the top. Sullivan again kicks this back out. Sullivan takes it and makes it through the foul. Sullivan with the make off of the Gusto pass. For Gusto, that's her 6th assist. Sullivan with her 3rd make. Conley back out. Well, as Kiara Grant. Sullivan converts from the line. So it is now a 4-point game in favor of Tampa. Three taken, front of the rim, but offensive rebound for Shepard, and then it's stripped away. Gusto takes it. Spartans do not have numbers. Sent back out to the corner and put down by Mershesky. Tampa with the huge swing. 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes of play for the Spartans. Shark fans, be sure to check out the NSU Sideline store for all of your Shark Pride needs. For the entire month of November, enjoy 15% off your purchase of $85 or more when you use the promo code NOV21. That's NOV21. Visit sideline.bsnsports.com to place an order today. Once again, that's sideline.bsnsports.com. Over the last 2.5 minutes of play, it's a 13-1 scoring differential between the Sharks and the Spartans. The Spartans way out in front now. Sharks have not scored over the last 2.5 minutes, and again, another miss comes from Kiara Grant. The interior defense and offense, really, for the Spartans has been spectacular. Sullivan again with a tough finish. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left in the third. Sharks desperately needing a bucket to just try and steal some momentum. Long three. Won't go. Put back up. That one won't go either. And that will be the end of the third. Spartans way out in front now with a 12-0 scoring run to conclude the final 3 minutes of quarter 3. We'll come back as we head to the fourth quarter. But first, I'd like to give a special shout out to Kovac Automotive. Kovac Automotive is a family-owned and operated business taking care of Davie and Cooper City's automotive needs for 46 years. Special discounts are available for NSU faculty, staff, students, and alumni. You can visit them close to campus at 2770 Davie Road, just north of Nova Drive, on the right-hand side. Visit KovacAuto.com. Shark fans, be sure to get down to the Rick Case Arena for one of these Shark games because there's a $10 oil change on the back of our tickets. Sharks started. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Gilmore off the glass. Nearly ripped away. Now it is. Conley takes it down the other side. Put up by Kiara Grant. Naj takes it down low and puts it through. Naj with her 7th make. Shooting 70% from the field in this one. Gusto works this to the right side. And all the way back around now. Back inside to Naj. She'll miss, get her own rebound. And puts it back up and through. Plus some contact.
Shark foul charge number 24, Kiara Grant. That is her second personal, team's first.
Both of these teams have now gotten out to an 11-point lead at some point in this one. Naj way off on the free throw attempt. Aaron Antush back out. Conley looking to get going again. She had a great first quarter. Been relatively quiet since. Has 10 points, but not a whole lot through the middle of this one. Madeleine Hardy from 3. Cuts it to 8. Knocked away. Possession will stay with Tampa. Active hands from Hayley Conley. Antush dumps it down low. Audrey Ramsey making the cut down the baseline and converts. Lead back to 10 for Tampa. NSU will call a timeout.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated has always been our guiding principle.
Ready to resume play. Conley sends it through. Conley takes the shot off the side. The jump ball possession goes with Tampa. Gusto has it, works it to Naj. Sharks have really gone away from that full court press and allowing the Spartans to work in the half court has not benefited them. Big time increase in production for Tampa. Sending it all the way back across. Long pass from Conley, trying to find Drobic. Gusto really having to be, maybe not in the stat sheet, but definitely the MVP of this one for how she has ignited this offense. Hard foul. Hayley Conley.
That is her second personal, team second.
Gusto with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals as well. Came into this one and plus minus for Gusto, and this one is plus 17. By far the leader in that category. Hasn't really looked to score, she just looked to facilitate this offense. Great passing. Naj thought about the 3, steps up, takes the 2 with a friendly little roll. Naj now with 18. Good pass, finding Alexis Bryant. Conley with the assist. About halfway through quarter number 4. Sharks are going to need to turn it up to get back into this one. Naj with the bucket and will head to the line.
Shark foul charge number 15, Alexis Bryant. That is her third personal, team's third. As we turn for your Sharks, number 2,
Kiana Williams back out for NSU. She replaces Alexis Bryant. Naj misses the free throw. That deficit for NSU still sits at 10. Both of these teams shooting 50% from the line.
Spot foul shot number 24, Leah Sullivan. That is her second personal, team's first.
Very quick three taken from McKenna Peters. For Peters to get rolling again. She's a huge part of how the Sharks got their lead. Got 23 points now. She's 6 of 6 from 3. Without her, the Sharks are 2 of 12 from the arc. And it's back around, sent down low. Little bounce pass. Chesky way off.
A personal foul has been charged to the Spartans, number 24, Leah Sullivan. That is her third personal foul.
Sullivan
A technical foul has been
with the initial foul, and then Maya Gusto gets a technical foul. It's the second tech.
That is their third
The
team foul.
first technical foul was issued to head coach Tom Jesse of Tampa, and now the sophomore guard, Maya Gusto, gets hit with a tech.
McKenna Peters at the line. 2 shots.
Peters gets 2. She misses the first. Thrown in by India Shepherd. Less than 4 now to play. Shark fans, remember, don't go anywhere. We've got a full slate for you. After this one, men's basketball team will get loose and get ready for their matchup against Tampa as well. That one scheduled to get going at 2 p.m. I think we might get a little bit of a delay there. And also, you can check back in around 5:30 this evening as the NSU women's volleyball team has their senior night against Florida Tech. With the pass into Naj. Pulls it, goes right back down. Sends it through. Lori Naj. Now up to 20. 10 of 15 from the field. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. .245 left. Sharks down 6. Hands of their best shooter so far, Peters. Perfect from 3. You try to get into the rim. Hayley Conley. We'll head to the free throw line.
Hayley Conley at the line. 2 shots.
Sharks 4 for 4 on their last 4 shots. Conley off on her first free throw attempt. Cashes in on the second, though. Bonilla getting double teamed. This one gets stripped away from Naj. The Sharks have numbers. Conley off on the 3. And then rips this one away. Bonilla with the challenge.
The intentional foul for the Spartans number 0, Gilmore. That is her second personal foul.
Kayla Bonilla gets teed up. Gilmore with a perfect trip. Bonilla. Three-point game. Sharks in a great position. Obviously, no rush here for the Spartans.
Contact on one side, contact on
On the hands of McKenna Peters. The leading scorer for the Sharks goes up, and a tough finish for 2.
And the Sharks call timeout.
Sharks call a timeout after the bucket by Peters. Again, it's a 3-point game when we come back. Long one sent from Bonilla. And just pure size from Sullivan. Sullivan's had a number of tough finishes in this one. And a nice game as well. She's up to 11 points with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Empty trip for the Sharks. They can't afford many of those at this current stage. And Conley challenging. She'll foul. Sending Kayla Bonilla to the line. This is her first trip to the stripe in this one. She's 1 of 4 from the field. She's perfect. Both of these teams in the bonus. As we draw to our conclusion. Sullivan with the rebound. Leah Sullivan to the line now for 2. This could pretty much ice it. Sullivan off on the second. Taking into the paint, trying to work her way through. Gilmore off. And now the final 15 seconds or so are just a formality at this point. We'll have another foul. With this one, the Sharks will suffer their second loss of the season. They'll fall to 3-2. The Spartans came in as the number 14 team in the nation, and they're now on a 4-game winning streak. They're 5-2 the early going of this season, and they'll take their first conference win of the year. A timeout called by the Sharks. We have a 10-point game with 7.5 seconds left to play. Peters with the 2. Spartans will call the timeout. 4.2 seconds left to play in this one. Sullivan will toss this one into Naj. She takes the 2. Off. And the Spartans with the 8-point win. Final score 74-66 here in the Rick Case Arena. Again, Shark fans, be sure to stay tuned as the men's basketball team will be in action against the Spartans again. It'll be in about 30 or so minutes. We'll have men's basketball action. And then later on this evening, we will have the women's volleyball team and on senior night. This has been Josh Leatherman with the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe out there and be sure to tune in later on this evening.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every